Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight.
Hello my fellow YouTubers and subscribers, and welcome to my latest movie review, where today I review the 2021 remake of West Side Story, directed by Steven Spielberg, would you believe? So, West Side Story, this is yet another film based on the classic musical, and the plot of the movie is as follows. An adaptation of the 1957 musical, West Side Story explores forbidden love and the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, two teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds. Okay, so West Side Story. Now, I do happen to have a bit of history with this musical. I learned a couple of the songs when I was in drama club years ago, and I actually auditioned to be in the show, would you believe, when I was about 16, 17. I didn't get in the show, but I did go and see the show on stage, so I knew about it, and I knew what the story was, and think Romeo and Juliet just in America. But Steven Spielberg decided to make his own version, and I was curious to watch it, and, you know, I have to say one thing. Wow. Oh my God, I have never come out of the cinema so speechless. I just saw this film today. I mean, this film is amazing. It is an absolutely beautiful masterpiece. I am floored by this movie. This is Spielberg redeemed. I mean, Spielberg had a couple of rough patches a few years back, but this is Spielberg's best movie in a long time. Just wow. I mean, I am a fan of musicals. I definitely like the format, and this movie, I mean, everything came together so well. The music, the choreography, the performances, the emotion, the storytelling was sublime. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. This is definitely one of my favorite movies of the year, so expect to see this on my top 5 best list at the end of the year. I mean, just wow. I mean, I could not believe how good this movie was. I actually dripped a few tears. I got very watery-eyed towards the end, towards the third act. I was so wrapped up in it. I was so engrossed, literally. From beginning to end, I was glued to the screen. This is one of the best paced movies I've ever seen. It's so, you know, brisk. I mean, it felt long, but it didn't feel too long. I mean, this movie is about 2.5 hours long, but there's so much going on and there's so much happening that I completely fell in love with the movie. I was just so engrossed, and the music is just brilliant. You got the Jets song, Officer Krupke, Cool, Tonight, and all the other love songs. I mean, there's so many great songs in West Side Story, and obviously there's a Place for Us. That's another fantastic one as well. This movie is a love letter to the musical. It really is. And also Spielberg, I believe, made this for his dad, as the credits would suggest. I mean, oh God, wow. And it looks amazing. The cinematography is just utterly superb. It is one of the best visually looking films, you know, to date. Like I said, slick choreography, slick performances, just across the board. This movie is beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. So let's go over the cast, shall we? I mean, there's a few. I won't go over every single person, because otherwise we'll be here forever. But let's just say that Rita Moreno, who actually I do believe appeared in the original film, is in this movie. She plays a character called Valentina, who is a replacement for the character of Doc. Well, I say replacement, but she's technically married to him, although we don't actually ever see Doc. It was a little bizarre for me to get my head around at first, but then I looked it up that she was actually in the other one, and I thought, oh, okay, I see what they did there. You know, at first I was like, are they just switching this character just for the sake of gender swapping? But no, it was done out of respect to something that came before, so I'm fine with that. We've got Ansel Elgort as Tony. He's good. I mean, some of his line delivery is a bit, you know, a bit too smooth. He's a little bit kind of, you know, airy-fairy at times, but generally speaking, he does give a great performance, and his singing is just absolutely sensational. Much the same with Rachel Zegler, who is a new person. You know, we've not seen her in anything else before. This is her debut, and I can see why Spielberg cast her. She has fantastic emotional range, and her singing is also brilliant. Their love story, their connection is really believable. You really do believe that it is love at first sight. and they do love each other. I really do think that they pulled it off. Ariana DeBose as Anita, obviously one of the central characters in the story. She gets a lot to do. David Alvarez as Bernardo. Yeah, he's also very good. Much the same with Mike Faist as Riff. They're the two gang leaders, and they definitely have some heated arguments, so to speak. And there's one scene which is done in this warehouse where there's all this salt, and they have like a knife fight. It's really intense. All of the action sequences and the fight choreography, and even just the choreography is very impressive, and the movie hits all the right beats, certainly on an emotional level, and it's very easy to get emotionally invested with these characters, I found. We've also got Corey Stoll as Lieutenant Schrank. He's good. Iris Menas as Anybody's, a good character involved in the story, who is a female character but wants to be male. She's a member of the Sharks, I believe. Josh Andrés Rivera as Chino. And Brian Darcy James as Officer Krupke. He's obviously quite important. And the song Officer Krupke, that was just brilliant. The songs are all done so well. I don't know if Spielberg has actually directed a musical before, but if he hasn't, then wow, he's really proved that he can do it. And like I said, for a 2.5-hour movie, I was not bored. This is just an absolutely brilliantly paced film. It's really well edited as well, and it's beautifully shot. I mean, some of the camera work is just sensational, and you can see clearly what's going on. Sometimes with musical movies, it's a common misconception to film them, everything wide and do some close-on shots which don't work, where you see arms flying around like this close to the screen. But no, I like what Spielberg did, and he clearly thought about the sequences and how he was going to shoot them, because obviously on a stage, it's easy to see everybody dancing here, there, and everywhere. But whereas a film, you have to cut between people, so it's it's not easy. But I think they pulled it off. I think they really did, and it's been beautifully crafted. It really, really has. And like I said, the ending of the film is very powerful. I shan't give away any spoilers, but it is powerful. And again, emotionally, I was almost in tears. It was that powerful, and I felt the knot in the throat several times. And it just says it all when you have other people in my screening. Two people stood up and applauded. They applauded, and I joined them. I thought, yeah, I agree. It's absolutely fantastic. So there wasn't a dull moment in it whatsoever. And I think fans of the musical will be very impressed. Fans of the original film will be very impressed. I haven't actually seen the original film very much. I've seen bits of it. I need to actually watch it, and maybe I'll review that one as well, the one from the 60s. But this is a beautiful, moving, and powerful epic. A powerful love story, powerful story. I mean, it's a really brutal story in places. I mean, this gang war that's going on between the Jets and the Sharks is really intense. And obviously with the love story at the center of it being, not the cause of the conflict, but a further complication that doesn't end well, shall we speak. I mean, Maria, who's from the Sharks, she's Puerto Rican and she has a Hispanic accent. And Tony, who's American, they meet at this dance and they fall in love. And I mean, their chemistry is electric, I must say. And, one of the most beautiful love stories told in film. I would go that far. It's definitely one of the best love stories I've seen. And I think it kicks the shit out of Attack of the Clones. Let's just say that. It's also really well written as well. Like, the dialogue is really believable. And the story is sublimely told. It makes clear sense. It's very coherent. There are no bits that are confusing. And the production values are amazing as well. The sets are brilliant. The lighting is immaculate as well. Guys, it is a masterpiece. I would go that far. It is an absolute masterpiece. And I think you are going to be dazzled by this movie. I seriously did not expect it to be this good. It's very rare that I come out of the cinema going, wow. I was speechless when I left the cinema. So speechless. And I actually want to see it again. I actually really want to go and see it again. Anyway, that's basically my review of West Side Story 2021. So as a final note, I will rate this movie a perfect 10 out of 10.
Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight, and for a star
I think it absolutely deserves it. And I was floored. I was just blown away. And it's very entertaining as well. Like, all of the numbers feel very fluid and different. You know, In the Heights got a little repetitive, and that did feel kind of quite long. But this one, this was so well done. This was just so well done. And I think, honestly, it tops Into the Heights on another league. You know, I still liked Into the Heights, but I think this was far better. So, that is my review of West Side Story 2021. I will review the original film at some point. I don't actually own the movie, so I'll have to see if I can access it on streaming or maybe purchase it. But for now, that's my review. So what do you think of this film? Please comment down below. Let me know. So, thank you very much all for watching this review. Please hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And stay tuned for my next movie review. So until then, I'm Mr. TARDIS11. Thank you for watching. See ya. Bye for now.